Marty, we're preparing for the third game in a week. Already 6 points in the bank. I'm not going to ask you if you're satisfied with 6 from 3 games. How are you approaching this? Because there was only one change for the midweek game, 2 long away trips. What's your mindset going into this game against Sheffield Wednesday in terms of managing that load?
Yeah, firstly, let me say that I'm very happy so far about the week. 6 of 6 is quite decent. So now obviously we have this, if you want, last challenge in this week. It's going to be a difficult game. And as you said, we come from 2 demanding games, not only for what happened on the pitch, but at the same time, it's quite unusual for second season in a row to play both Hull and Plymouth in few days. But I think the guys have been doing really well with the help of the staff, having a good recovery. And I think the fact that this last game is at home, hopefully very crowded stadium, we are looking forward to make sure that we have a good performance. But it's something that we try always to look at, how the players are feeling daily, how is the level of energy. And you heard me before talking about this balance between fresh legs but continuity. So especially in a moment where everybody is contributing well from the start, from the bench, yeah, it's a difficult decision.
It's been an incredible run. 1 defeat in 13, 8 wins from that 13, an incredible record at home now as well. If I can ask at this moment in time, as you reflect, what areas do you still want improvement from? What areas are you still not satisfied with despite this incredible run?
There is always possibilities to improve. I think that football is a sport that the perfect game doesn't exist. No matter how, as Johan Cruyff used to say, it's a mistakes game. So usually the team that makes less mistakes is the one that wins, but it's still mistakes there. I think that we need to give credit to what the players have done in this, as you said, amazing run. But there is a lot of job to be done, and I think that everybody is aware that sometimes you lose a football game, as we did. We have lost games for small margins. This deflection, this rebound here. And I don't like to speak about good luck or bad luck. I think that we are the ones that we need to look and we need to work hard to deserve this good luck. And this was the message when we were not having a great trend. This is still the message today. The message is that we need to keep working. And if you look at the game against Plymouth, we create a lot of chances, but the reality is that we won 1-0. And one mistake, then you lose 2 points. Against Hull, it was a little bit of the same. We had good control after the 2-0. Look, a good result, not many minutes left. And the reality is that in one situation, one small mistake, they score a good goal. And suddenly, it's small margins. I think that there are areas in the game that we are aware that we can improve a lot. We want to be more dominant. We want to have more possession. We want to play high on the pitch. We want to create more chances. We want to concede less counter-attacks. We want to concede less chances. We want to regain the ball faster. Have a long list. But the reality is that the team is progressing. And that's the positive of all this. That despite we have some targets and some goals, we see how the team is developing. And our performance level today is better than what it was a few weeks ago.
How pleased are you with how the forwards are working so well together in terms of complementing each other? Obviously, Jan Seller is unfortunately out at the moment, but with the way that Alfie Lloyd, Ryan Coley and Michael Frey are all having an impact at various points.
Yeah, I think football is a funny sport, right? Because I got a lot of questions weeks ago, and during the summer we were missing strikers, we were missing options, and now suddenly we're changing. Now suddenly it's about the number of options when we are still Jan out of this picture, right? The approach from the very beginning has been always the same. We wanted strikers with different skills because my experience those months, helped me to understand that in this league, you can face very different opposition, and even the picture of the game can change quite a lot. So the fact that we can have a player that can give us certain strength in some parts of the game, as Michi does, that we can complement that with, for instance, when we want someone who can run more behind, stretch more behind, as it was the second half against Hull. We know that Alfie can give us. We know that Ryan has other strength, that Jan has other strength. So the picture has been always the same. Then again, credit to the players that when they jump, they produce and they are able to contribute exactly the way they're doing.
And turning to Sheffield Wednesday and QPR and Sheffield Wednesday, very close in the league right now. You spoke previously about managing expectation of the supporters. I think that's a battle for you right now. In terms of the dressing room, are you having to manage expectation within your group?
This is exactly my battle, not the one with the fans, because the fans, they need to dream, they need always to aim high, and I will be a very bad manager if I try to stop this one. I think that the nature of being a fan is exactly to do it, to enjoy, to be happy when we win, to dream about what if, and that's for me exactly what we need, this positive feeling. The reality, though, is that now I need to control what I can control. That is the mindset of the players, and let them understand that there's 18 games left, that we're still not safe, that we still need to win football games to make sure that next season we play championship, that despite how good the trend is at the moment, the reality is that we know how quick it can turn. And I think that this season is a perfect example of that. And that no matter how many points we got in the table right now, we still need to win more football games, whatever is the challenge or whatever is the situation in 2 months. So for me, the target is always to try to be better every day in what we do. In a recovery practice, try to do the recovery as good as we can. And I think that the players have buy into that. I think that they are very aware now, 14 months listening my talks and same voice repeating again and again. I think that everybody's on board on that, to understand that we need to keep pushing. And then we'll see. I always say the same. And you probably heard that about it. I don't look at the table until the last 5, 6, 7 games of the season. Then let's see where we are. But at the moment, keep pushing, try to win the next game. That will be a very difficult one. And all my focus is how we can beat tomorrow Sheffield Wednesday.
And what threat do Sheffield Wednesday pose?
Many, because they are a very physical team. They are a team that is not easy to play against them, because they can change formation. It's probably the team in the league that has changed formation the most. They can do it from game to game, and they can do it during the game. Sometimes 3, 4 different formations during 90 minutes. A team that is very physical. They can win duels, that they have fast, quick defenders, so it's not easy to play behind them. But perhaps this German approach, as a German manager, very focusing the phase out of possession, trying to regain, trying to counter, trying to punish your mistakes. And that means that we're going to need to be, first of all, have quality when we're in possession, and second, to keep a really high focus and understand what is needed to win a game like this.
And in terms of team news, unfortunately, Jake Clark's also faces a period on the sidelines. Liam Morrison and Steve Cook are both back and available for selection. Kadi Dembele is getting close as well. Lucas Anderson not too far away. Some real selection headaches, particularly across the back line for Mr. Cifuentes.
Yeah, these are the kind of challenges that we like to have, because that means healthy competition for everybody. That means that 2 important players for us, like our captain and Liam, are back, and I'm happy because both of them are very important. But as well, Liam was performing at really high level before his injury, because we know how much Cook can help us. The fact that Lucas and Kadi are getting closer and closer as well helps to have the feeling that it will be as well more competition in attacking positions. So I always say that this is the kind of luxury problems I want to have. Hopefully we can get a good result and give these 3 points as well, not only to our fans, but as well to Jake, because it's been a difficult season for him, and he's such an important player for us. So it was a bit of a blow, really bad news for us, and now we need to support him to get back stronger.
And very finally, a word on the supporters. We're used to this conversation, but it's another sellout at Loftus Road. How pleased are you with this continuing support? And it's worth noting this support that's been there throughout this season, not just in recent weeks.
I need to improve my English to find the right words. So guys, you need to help me there. But what can I say? It's a pleasure to just get this kind of support. And yeah, as I said, hopefully game by game, step by step, I'm going to try to finish this week with 3 more points, and hopefully we can celebrate the week together at the end.